rethink and reset.
The great opportunity for reset.
Opportunity for us to reset.
For a reset.
Great Resetto.
By ordering us to close our businesses, the stakeholders created a recession that's accelerating the speed in which machines take our jobs and our wealth shifts to them.
From Hollywood to Venice Beach, scenes from what could be a disaster movie. Tents taking over intersections, stretches of the iconic Venice boardwalk now resembling a refugee camp.
When leaders of the free world, who are supposed to represent the interests of their citizens, publicly collude in the great reset of capitalism.
Stakeholder capitalism is finally becoming mainstream.
This single global authoritarian system provides the stakeholders unprecedented control over our companies and lives. After penetrating our cabinets, Schwab and his stakeholders have enacted a 10-year transition to another political system.
They are working closely together with governments from around the world, including all G20 countries.
His exclusive elite members, called stakeholders, include the heads of all G20 countries, from the US and UK to communist countries like China.
Stakeholder responsibility in accelerating the transition
to stakeholder capitalism by enacting its Marxist and tyrannical policies.
This is the best time for leaders to work jointly for the world to become more inclusive, more sustainable.
If you've wondered what's causing these strange events, it's because we're witnessing a cultural revolution, a social movement manufactured by tyrants.
Trans rights are human rights.
Reform is not possible. Reform is not possible.
And fear climate change as an existential threat.
Just stop oil.
People are dying. Families are fleeing their homes.
After indoctrinating us to want another system, I learned how the stakeholders are propagating stakeholder capitalism as being better for people and planet.
What's going on in our school and in our country is really a replay of the Cultural Revolution in China. The similarities are terrifying.
This means turfing people off their farms.
CBDCs would give officials a powerful tool of control and manipulation.
Banks can now freeze their personal accounts.
This technology can turn our communities literally into digital concentration camps.
Some people are yelling out, "We're starving."
It's the funeral of shareholder capitalism and it's the birth of stakeholder capitalism.
You have shown us the way forward.
Like the Chinese state capitalism system, stakeholder capitalism places restrictions on the way we run our companies by forcing us to put the interests of a group of stakeholders first.
Soon, however, stakeholder capitalism will be mandatory for everyone.
The Great Reset of capitalism will only work if it includes everyone, but almost half of the world's population has no access to the internet.
Unless we rapidly tackle the challenge to bring high-quality, universal internet access to all, we will not be able to build inclusive economies or achieve our sustainable development goals.
In 2021, G7 leaders launched the Build Back Better World initiative, using our money to accelerate all developing countries' transition to the fourth industrial revolution by providing the fast internet they require.
By mobilizing trillions of dollars of investment capital that's sitting on the sidelines, there is an urgent need for infrastructure development.
While we lose our homes, the stakeholders are spending taxpayers' money on building the infrastructure required to enslave everyone on the planet.
It's your world which we are discussing here, and to integrate you into this Great Reset initiative is absolutely essential.